If you're seeking answers on how to succeed and develop a winning mindset, this video is for you, where I will share 5 habits that successful people have in common, and you will discover how to cultivate a successful mindset and adopt habits that can take you wherever you want to go. I'm Sarah Lippi. Welcome to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor. My channel is new, but I promise you, if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I will always post content to lift you up every week. What does success mean to you? Success can vary from person to person depending on their aspirations and individual values. From what I've gathered from several content that I searched here on YouTube, success for many people is linked to money and career. But for me, success goes beyond the successful financial life, which obviously is part of success, but it's not solely about money that makes the person truly successful, in my opinion. You've probably heard or know someone very rich who isn't at peace or is feeling unhappy. Throughout these tips, I will share a motivational story of overcoming a huge obstacle from one of the most successful people in the world who truly inspire me. So you have to watch this video until the end to take another step towards the success. For me, people considered successful have these 5 tips, and they understand how the law of the universe works to benefit them and lead a fulfilling life. Let's talk about the first habit that successful people have, which is having faith. Successful people have faith in something greater than themselves. This faith can manifest as simply a deep trust in God and their own potential. This belief drives them to persevere even in the face of seemingly invincible challenges. Moreover, successful people share a mindset of constant growth. When facing challenges in life, instead of surrendering to victimhood or blaming others, they take responsibility for the actions and actively seek solutions to the problems they face. They see challenges as lessons to evolve, have faith that obstacle is temporary, and know that victory is guaranteed. Let me tell you an old parable about a traveler in search of success. He walked along a long and difficult road, facing challenges and obstacles along the way. One day, he came across a majestic tree and decided to rest in its shade. As he rested, the traveler saw a small sapling next to the tree, struggling to grow amidst the arid and rocky soil. Intrigued, the traveler watched the sapling for days. Despite all the challenges, the sapling persevered, stretching its roots deep into the earth and extending its branches toward the sun. Impressed by the determination of the small plant, the traveler began to reflect on his own journey in search of success. He realized that, like the sapling, he also faced challenges in his quest for growth and fulfillment. However, instead of becoming discouraged in the face of difficulties, he decided to cultivate the same faith and resilience he saw in the plant. Thus, the traveler continued his journey with renewed determination, remembering the lesson of the small plant. Success is to persevere, even in the most adverse circumstances, and to have faith in one's potential to overcome challenges and reach new heights. How is your faith? Do you believe that everything will work out? And that when you put in God's hands, He moves the universe in your favor? If you believe so, write "I believe" in the comments, because our words are the keys to our success or our defeat. The second habit of highly successful people is to have empathy for others. Treating people with kindness and greeting everyone regardless of their social position demonstrates genuine consideration for others and personal development at its highest. These highly successful individuals do not make distinctions between social classes because they recognize that everyone deserves respect, love, and dignity. By reaching out to help others, they demonstrate a constant willingness to contribute positively to the well-being of their community. These actions are not motivated by personal recognition or material reward, but by the sincere desire to make a difference in the lives of others. Furthermore, understanding the law of the universe of giving and receiving is fundamental. These people understand that by sowing kindness and compassion, they will reap the same in return, even if not immediately or directly. This mindset of generosity creates a virtuous cycle of kindness and positivity, not only within themselves, but also around them. By focusing on others and putting themselves in other people's shoes, they demonstrate an exceptional level of empathy and compassion. I'm a huge fan of Jesus because he demonstrated so much compassion when he walked here on earth. Let me tell you a story. There was a small village where people lived in harmony, sharing joys and sorrows. One day, Jesus visited this village and noticed that many of the residents were going through difficulties. He decided to gather everyone in the central square to share a story. Jesus told about a man who was traveling along a deserted road when he was attacked by robbers, left seriously injured by the roadside. A priest and a Levite passed by him, seeing him, but they crossed to the other side of the road, ignoring his suffering. However, a Samaritan, known for his compassion and empathy, came to the injured man. He took care of his wounds, took him to an inn, and paid for his recovery expenses. The Samaritan man didn't ask about the origin of the injured man or judge his circumstances. He simply acted with love and compassion. After telling the story, Jesus looked at the people gathered in the square and said, "Just like the Samaritan, you too must be compassionate and empathetic towards one another. No matter who they are or where they come from, treat each other with love and kindness, sharing each other's burdens and promoting healing and reconciliation." And so, the people in the village understood the importance of empathy and committed to living their lives following the Samaritan's example, caring for each other with love and compassion. So regardless of social class, religion, color, race, gender, opinion, truly successful people understand that the essence of God is love, and love is the game of evolution and the most powerful tool to overcome any phase or challenge. So love your neighbor as yourself. Feeling empathy for those who are completely different from us is not easy, but if you make an effort, you will begin to notice a different joy growing within you. Jesus' parable was very clear about being empathetic with everyone, regardless of who they are. Do you also agree that we should treat everyone well, from the beggar to the owner of Amazon? Write your opinion in the comments. The third habit of successful people are people who are very successful, take care of themselves, because they know that in order to love others as themselves, they have to feel happy. They treat themselves like kings and queens, setting aside precious time to invest in their physical and mental well-being. Even amidst a busy life, the successful people make sure to exercise regularly. This is not only to stay in shape physically, but also to release accumulated stress and strengthen the mind. They know that a healthy body is the foundation for a healthy mind. Furthermore, they opt for a healthy diet, aware that what they put into their bodies has a direct impact on their health and energy. They prioritize nutritious and balanced meals that provide the necessary nutrients to face the challenge of the day. I understand how difficult it is to find time for yourself, especially as a working mom, taking care of my son, my dog, and those foreign students. My responsibility is huge and the days are long. However, I realize something crucial. If we don't take care of ourselves, who will take care of us and our loved ones? You are the glue that holds everything together, so it's essential to be healthy and strong. Even though it may seem selfish for you, taking time to take care of yourself every day is actually a necessity. It is priority for sure. You can't give your best to others if you're not at your best first. I want to share with you this motivational story of a very challenging moment of one of the most successful people in the world who inspire us on how she overcame these obstacles, which is our Brazilian supermodel Gisele Bündchen. Her journey is a powerful testimony of how values like empathy, self-care, and connection with family are fundamental to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Gisele Bündchen's life may seem so perfect from the outside that it becomes almost surreal. Adorable children, dream job, and she was married with one of the biggest stars of American football, Tom Brady. However, as she reviews in her new book, Lessons, My Path to a Meaningful Life, her success doesn't mean she always felt secure about her mental health. In a passage from her book, she reveals some of the difficulties she faced when she was 23 years old, in like the peak of her supermodel career, including claustrophobia, panic attacks, and thoughts of dying. She felt like everything in her life was going to kill her. She told People magazine in an interview that she had her first panic attack on a flight in 2003. First it was airplanes, then elevators, then it was tunnels and hotels and fashion studios and cars. Then the worst happened. Panic attacks happened inside her own apartment. She describes these obstacles as if everything had become a cage and she felt like the animal trapped inside, gasping for air. She couldn't see a way out and couldn't bear another day feeling that way. That's when her thoughts of death and dying arose. The sad idea overwhelmed her and she thought about jumping from the balcony of her apartment. Jumping seemed like the easiest way to end it all. Gisele's story may seem surprising, especially considering the vivacity and carefree spirit of our Brazilian muse, who today radiates peace, and she has this very serene and simple look. Thank God she managed to recover, and she credits her path to success in her mental health to consulting doctors, quitting smoking, reducing alcohol consumption, and cutting her habit of caffeine 3 times a day. Additionally, she started practicing yoga, meditation, and follows a ridiculously healthy diet. What have you been doing to take care of yourself? Or have you not started taking care of yourself yet? And this tip has given you motivation to start thinking about yourself truly? Yeah, please tell me in the comments. The fourth habit of successful people is that they're constantly learning something new that edifies them. Highly successful people understand the importance of learning something new regularly. This learning is not only nourish the soul, but also help evolve both in personal life and progress in their careers. They're constantly seeking opportunities to grow and develop, knowing that it is this continuous process of learning that drives them forward. One of the most effective ways to do this is through reading books, watching documentaries, watching smart videos here on YouTube, or listening to podcasts while you're driving. Reading is definitely the best option of all the content I mentioned because it provides us with a unique opportunity to acquire knowledge, gain new perspectives, and expand horizons. Are you reading any books at the moment? I'd love to know. Yeah, please share in the comments. I'm reading a book about the YouTube formula because I'm just starting my channels here, and I also have a digital marketing agency to help my clients grow on YouTube. So I'm reading the book, and I'm also reading another book called The Kybalion, which talks about the seven universal principles of Hermetic philosophy. It's fascinating. I can't wait to share this philosophy with you guys soon. Now, the biggest enemy of acquiring this habit of successful people is procrastination, which is a common challenge faced by many people today, including myself. I confess that I am a hardcore procrastinator, but I've improved a lot and continue to evolve in the game of evolution like you. Procrastination, when it comes to reading a book, often happens because of the distraction of daily life, perhaps, especially when it comes to checking social media. Have you noticed that nowadays nobody has time for anything, but they have time to spend hours on social media? It's tempting to spend hours scrolling through Instagram feed, But it's important to remember that this time could be much better spent for you who know that you were born to win and achieve success in life. Although it might be difficult to resist the temptation of social media, successful people do their best not to get distracted by nonsense on the internet. They recognize that time is a valuable resource and prefer to invest in activities that promote their personal and professional growth. So, how about making a pact with yourself to reduce the time spent on social media and instead dedicate the time to reading books that nourish the mind and spirit? Remember, investing in your own personal development is the best investment you can make. The fifth habit of successful people is super powerful. Successful people don't dwell on the past and get lost in the future. Instead, they focus their energy and attention on the present, where they have the power to act and make a difference. Successful people understand that true success is built day by day through small steps and careful planning. They set clear goals and develop strategies to achieve them gradually, valuing every progress along the way. Despite facing challenges and difficulties, successful people don't allow failure to deter them. They recognize that setbacks are just part of the process of learning and growth, and they maintain a positive and resilient attitude in the face of adversity. Instead of allowing themselves to be consumed by despair or regret, they use each obstacle as an opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen themselves. They know that failure is just a temporary stop on the path to success and are determined to move forward with courage and determination. So, if you want to achieve success in your life, remember this important lesson. Focus on the present, make careful planning, and never give up on pursuing your dreams, even in the face of challenges. True success is a journey of constant evolution, and every step you take today will bring you closer to achieving peace, happiness, and your goals in the future. So, what did you think about the habits of successful people that I shared with you today? Which habits do you identify with the most? Put in the comments. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here on my channel, for subscribing, for liking this video, and I hope you apply these tips in your life to be free from the matrix world and achieve true success that comes from within and never from outside. A big hug, and I'm excited to see you in my next video.